The Seattle Mariners today announced a trade that is not sitting well with Mariners fans, including myself at the moment. They traded third baseman Eugenio Suárez to the Diamondbacks in exchange for catcher Seby Zavala and right-handed relief pitcher Carlos Vargas. If we look at the Mariners' official press release, here's what General Manager Jerry Dipoto had to say. First off, I want to thank Gino for his contributions over the past 2 years, on and off the field. The day he walked in, he told us good vibes only, and he brought that mantra to our clubhouse and our fans. He's truly one of a kind, and we're lucky to have had him as part of our club. Adding Seby and Carlos is another step toward building the type of deep roster that is required at the major league level. Seby is an experienced catcher with the excellent defensive skills who will team with Cal behind the plate, and Carlos is a young reliever with the type of big stuff that our staff has done a wonderful job developing over the years. Mariners PR went on to state that Seby Zavala graded among the top defensive catchers in MLB during 2023, tallying 6 defensive runs saved. And then they also stated that Carlos Vargas topped out at 101.3 with his four-seam fastball in 2023, while averaging 99.4 miles per hour with a pitch across 5 outings. And if you think back to last week, the Mariners had made a trade sending Isaiah Campbell to the Red Sox in exchange for infielder Luis Arias, who currently, as of right now, is slotted to be the Mariners' opening day third baseman. Also via Daniel Kramer on Twitter, he says that Eugenio Suárez in a phone interview just now said, "I heard some rumors earlier this month, but I understand the game. I understand the business and all that stuff. For me, it's a heartbreaker, but I've appreciated everything that Seattle has done for me, all the fans." My initial thoughts on this trade is, what are the Mariners doing? They're getting rid of Mr. Good Vibes Only, one of the best clubhouse guys you could possibly have. He had some serious pop in the lineup. They want to reduce their overall strikeouts, which is why one of the reasons why they're making this move. Gino was second in all of baseball in total strikeouts. Teoscar Hernandez, who they let walk this offseason, was third in total strikeouts in all of baseball. But now by trading Eugenio, you went from needing 2 bats to needing 3 bats this offseason, and impactful bats at that. Gino was snubbed for a Gold Glove nomination in the American League this past year, and he played in 162 games. How are you going to replace that? The Mariners adding Luis Arias from the Red Sox last week. If you're planning on starting Luis Arias at third base after his career numbers, then you honestly cannot say that you are trying to win, trying to make the playoffs, trying to win a World Series. There's no way. This trade only makes sense if the Mariners make an impactful move moving forward, if they go out and sign Matt Chapman, or if they go out and make some big trades to acquire impactful bats. This lineup needs impact. I made a video last night talking about why the Mariners should go trade for Juan Soto, and as nice as that would be to add to the Mariners lineup, it's not going to happen with Jerry Dipoto's hyper-focus mentality on years of control. Juan Soto only having 1 year of control, it's just not going to work out. It's not a fit in that sense for the Mariners and the Padres. Reporter John Morosi also tweeted recently stating that free agent Jeimer Candelario is among the Mariners' options at third base, following the trade of Eugenio Suárez to the Diamondbacks today. Whether that's just his speculation or if there's some actual merit to this, we'll have to wait and see once they sign someone. Candelario would be a solid get. He's a switch-hitting third baseman, OPS plus of 119, so about 19% above league average. But with that being said, let's take a look at what the Mariners are getting back. So first off, Gino Suárez last year, he had a 232 batting average, a 323 on-base percentage, 391 slug. He had an OPS of 714, which is a 101 OPS plus, right at league average. He had 22 home runs and 96 RBIs. He was batting right in the middle of the lineup in that 4 spot most of the year. And like I mentioned, played in 162 games. Seby Zavala is a 25 going on 26-year-old catcher who has just over 1 year of service time. He entered the league in 2019, and over his 4-year career so far, he's averaged a 210 batting average, 275 on-base percentage, 347 slug, an OPS of 622, which is an OPS plus of 72. As for Carlos Vargas, he's a 24-year-old relief pitcher who's played in just 5 games all last year with the Diamondbacks. The best sample size we have for Vargas right now are his AAA numbers from Reno last year. In 38 games pitched, he had an ERA of 7.02, a 2.102 whip, a 7.7 strikeouts per 9, and a walks per 9 of 6.8. Now looking at their salaries, this is viewed as a salary dump move until the Mariners go out and add to their payroll, as Eugenio Suárez was due only $11 million this year. He had a club option for 2025, which the Mariners likely wouldn't pick up anyways, but Take a look at Luis Arias. He's estimated to be due around $4.7 million. Let's call it 5 for a round number. You take Gino's $11 million that he was due, subtract out Luis Arias' $5 million, and that's a saving of only $6 million. Seby Zavala is technically under contract through 2027. Carlos Vargas just entered the major league, so you've got 6 years of control with him. So the Mariners are giving up Eugenio Suárez, who technically has 2 years of club control left, including 2024. They're giving up his stellar defense, his clubhouse mentality, his pop at the plate, although yes, he does strike out, and they're acquiring a backup catcher for Cal Raleigh who clearly can't hit, as well as a reliever with basically no big league experience. He pitched in 5 major league games this year, and as I mentioned, in 42 and a third innings in AAA last year, he's not been able to find his command whatsoever. A 2.102 whip, 6.8 walks per 9, and 42 and a third innings pitched last year. And with this move, essentially they're stating that they're moving on from Tom Murphy, who was a backup catcher the past few years for the Seattle Mariners. Last year in 2023, in 47 games played, Tom Murphy had a 290 batting average, a 335 on base, OPS plus of 142. This move really makes you think about Cal Raleigh's comments right after the Mariners were eliminated from the playoffs, stating that, you look across the field in the Texas Rangers dugout, you see what they've done, you've seen the players that they've acquired, and now they're in the position to win, and the Rangers did win. What do the players think about this trade? So we'll see what happens moving forward. I'm sure the Mariners will be making more moves very soon. At least they better. And to everyone out there, I hope you have a great Thanksgiving. We'll see what happens. Make sure to like and subscribe to stay updated with all things Mariners, and we'll see you next time.